Let us all drink to Mrs. Miles Colby, my beautiful wife.
Last time, on Dynasty 2 with the Colbys.
Fallon belongs to Miles now. Get her.
I want Fallon back. And I'm going to get her back.
This is one time when you are not going to have your way, Constance. Jeff goes. And that's final.
Over my dead body.
Let's bury the past. Concentrate on the future. Promise me.
If that's what you really want.
That's what I want.
To the future, then?
Imagine having a party and forgetting to invite me.
Now, I'll admit you sent the proper gift at the proper time, but gifts are a poor substitute for a mother.
Jeff.
Now suddenly, you've come back in my life at a time that I don't need you. And you know what's ironic? The one person I do need is harder to reach than you've ever been.
If I find out you're just using my daughter to get to me, I'd take that very hard, son. Very hard.
Before I ever met this man, I hated everything he stood for. Now I know why.
That's my father you're talking about. He's a kind and generous man, and he happens to care about his family.
You're telling me I'm not dying?
It's all been a terrible mistake.
Oh, thank God it isn't true. Oh, thank God for you. No more secrets.
It is, isn't it? What is it, Jeff? Why so quiet?
I was caught up in a memory.
Couldn't have been a very happy one. You looked so sad. What was it?
I was thinking about someone I knew once.
A girl?
A beautiful girl.
Did you love her?
Yes, very much. We were going to be married. I should say remarried. And we had a son.
I didn't know you had a son.
Yes, a boy with her spirit. LB, we named him Little Blake.
After Blake Carrington? Oh, yes, of course. He said something about a daughter. She was your wife?
Fallon.
Fallon. What a lovely name. What happened to her?
I lost her.
That's what Blake said. Lost. Do you mean she died?
I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I shouldn't have pried. Must be very painful for you. I'd like to meet your son sometime. If he's anything like his father, he must be a very special young man.
You've only got room for one special man in your life right now, and he's here. Good morning, darling.
Miles?
Oh, don't worry about Jeff. You can understand two people being in love. Can't you, cousin?
If you'll excuse me.
My proposal is straightforward. No small print.
My son showed me your proposal. I read it. I threw it out. I don't need your super tankers.
Oh? Then how are you going to ship Carrington's oil out of the South China Sea?
Let me spell it out for you one more time, Zach. My tankers can handle all the oil Denver Carrington is pumping.
But there is a limit to your tanker's capacity. What if Carrington increases production? You'd be in trouble then. You'd have to get that oil out somehow, wouldn't you?
Carry it out a cup at a time before I make a deal with you.
You're going to need my tankers, Jason. I'd hop on board if I were you right now, before the price goes up.
Zach, next time you want to talk business, come to me. Don't use my son.
Excuse me.
Mr. Powers looked like he may have won a round.
Sharon, get me Jim Malsby in Hong Kong, will you? He thinks he won one, darling. He is mistaken. But I've got to track down his Chinese connection, or we could be in trouble.
I can do it quicker than Malsby. I speak the language, remember? Send me to Hong Kong.
Monica, listen.
No. This time you listen, Daddy. All my life, I wanted to grow up to be just like you. Someone who can take charge, solve problems. Well, I have. But you won't let me prove it.
You don't have to prove it, darling. I love you. I want what's best for you.
You want what's best for you, Daddy. A daughter who's married with children, who volunteers her time for charity work.
I want you to be happy.
And give me what I want. Let me show you what I can do. Send me to Hong Kong.
Don't you see the... Yes. Oh, yeah, put him on. Jim. Zach Powers and the Chinese. Something going on out there I don't know. Well, then we've got to find out, don't we? Yeah. No. We'd better hammer this out face to face. You get ready to meet me in Honolulu. I'll check the calendar, get right back to you. Yeah. That's my man.
That's my man.
Monica.
Up a little to the right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Feel good?
Oh, the best.
Lovely.
The most.
Then go to Daddy's party with me tomorrow.
No way.
Ouch! Oh, no, you don't, Sean McAllister. This party is not about Daddy and you or Colby tankers and Clean Earth. It's about the two men I love getting along together.
I'm sorry, Bliss. I have no reason to party with Jason Colby. But I want to party with his daughter.
I have no reason to party with someone who's ungiving, unreasonable.
I'm crazy about you.
No party? No party.
Damn, I wanted to see Connie before she took off. She spends more time flying off on these charity events than... Oh, well, never mind. I wanted to talk to you anyway. Frankie, I apologize about yesterday. I wasn't trying to drive you away. It's just... Well, I've been under so much pressure since this thing about our sons.
What about them?
They're at each other's throats.
Sable, Miles is married to the girl Jeff loves.
Let's leave love out of it. That is not the only problem.
But it's their problem. They're going to have to work it out for themselves.
They are fighting over billions of dollars. Now, Connie has created this situation, and she's got to solve it.
It seems to me she's made her mind up.
Frankie, she loves you. Talk to her. If she wants peace in this family, she's got to do something.
I'm sorry, Sable, but we can't leave love out of it. You're asking me to go against my own son.
You can't do that, and I can't turn against Miles. So Connie has divided this family into two camps. Well, I am not going to let her. Somehow, some way, someone's got to stop this. Arthur, you have been my lawyer for 23 years. Are you telling me that there is nothing we can do to stop Connie?
Look, Sable, she's of sound mind. She helped Jason build this empire. And if she wants to give her part of it away to another member of the family.
All right, Arthur. You won't help me. And I can't force you. But I know I'm right. Connie is betraying the man I love, the children that I love, and I will not roll over and play dead.
Knock next time.
I couldn't talk in front of Randall this morning, but I sure can now.
Back off, Miles. Fallon happens to be the mother of my son, and I still love her very much, and nothing is going to change that.
That's yesterday's news. Everything's different now, and we both know it.
Only until she gets her memory back, and when she does...
If she does.
She's going to choose the man she wants.
Listen, cousin, I love my wife. She's my reason to wake up every morning. Don't you mess with that.
What are you threatening me?
Look into my eyes, Jeff. Tell me what you see.
Hello, Blake. This is Jeff.
My God, Jeff, I've been waiting to hear from you. How is Fallon?
I'm sorry to say there's no improvement.
That's what I was afraid of. How are you holding up?
Well, if you want to know the truth, I'm not handling this very well at all. Blake, every night Fallon goes to bed and she says goodnight to me, and she ends up in bed with Miles. Blake, I think I'm going crazy.
That must be very difficult for you.
Blake, are you planning on coming out to the coast soon?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, I'll be out there tomorrow. I have a meeting with Jason about some very disturbing news. Why?
Would you bring LB out with you?
Do you think that's wise to bring the little child out there? I mean, we may be
pushing Fallon beyond her limits.
Mike, listen, the last thing I want to do is hurt Fallon, but I've got to try everything I can to help bring her back. My God, she has to recognize her own son.
Yes. When she saw me alone the last time, it was just another stranger. Maybe this time, seeing her father and her little son together, that might do it. Maybe that could work the miracle.
Remember the last time I asked you to close your eyes and trust me?
I do, and I still don't trust you.
Well, close them again anyway.
Okay.
All right, give me your wrist. Okay, you can open them up now.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Made it myself. The CP stands for Constance Patterson. Or caring person. Very caring.
Oh, thank you.
There's more. Just wait till you feast your beautiful eyes on this. I took all that money I won on the rodeo circuit and bought an RV for us. $212,000 of that country, Coach. And worth every bone I ever broke.
$212,000.
We can ride straight to heaven in that beauty.
It sounds wonderful, and I would love to.
Heaven's waiting for us, Connie. Look, we both got a lot of life behind us, but the best is right up that road.
Oh, it sounds wonderful, and I would love to, but I have obligations to people I love.
But Connie, this is our time. But we're both still young enough to do it all, and old enough to appreciate the chance. Oh. Now, what is it? You got somebody else?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just that I remember we made promises. No questions, no demands. I care for you very much. And I couldn't bear to lose you. But please, don't ask me to make choices, please. Please.
Secretaries say their boss is not in. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Miss Colby.
It's my fault. Forgive me.
Dominique, come in. What's wrong?
Your father and I are about to go to war. Where is Jason Colby?
He's away from the office. What could my father have done to upset you so?
Nothing should be the answer. But someone is buying large blocks of stock in my record company. They're trying to gain control.
And you think Colby Enterprises is behind it?
Oh, I don't think. I know Colby Enterprises is behind it.
All right, Dominique. Why don't you let me look into this for you?
Well, excuse me. Doesn't that present a conflict of interest for you? I mean, after all, you are the boss's daughter.
That's not an issue for me. The Colby name is. I happen to be very proud of it. Dominique, I'm going to clear up this matter for you, whether you believe me or not.
I believe you. But suppose your father is involved. Does that mean Daddy's little girl will tell me?
She will. And if he isn't, will the head of Titania Records apologize?
She will. Deal?
Deal.
Come in.
Hello, Constance. You rushed off this morning. Perhaps you can spare a moment now for family matters.
I'm a little tired, Sable.
You left in a helicopter and returned in a taxi. What happened?
Well, I was going to stay overnight, but I changed my mind.
These charity events can get a little dull. I'll come straight to the point, Connie. You said when you left Miles out of your generous gift that it was because he wasn't interested in the business. Now, I quite understand that.
Well, I'm glad to see you change your position.
And I'm sure you'll change yours when you realize how much Miles has matured since his marriage.
Don't you think it's a little early to judge?
No. A mother can always tell when her son has changed. Miles has new priorities. All he wants now is to look after his wife and raise a family. Whatever are you looking for?
A bracelet, a silver bracelet.
This is maddening. I'm trying to talk to you about the future of my son, and all you're interested in is a piece of junk jewelry.
It wasn't junk. It's beautiful, and it was made especially for me. Now, as far as Miles's future is concerned, Jason will take care of it. He's already got 10%, and in time he will have a lot more. Now, the issue is settled. Oh, wait. Yeah, you're fine. Perfect. Oh, I must be getting senile.
Oh, this is impossible.
How you doing, bud? Give me a hug.
Hello, Jack.
Hey, Blake. How was the flight?
Oh, we had a fine flight. But I couldn't help think all the way out here. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Well, it's worth a try. Blake, Colby once asked me if he'd ever see his mother again. And at the time, I wasn't quite sure what to say. And now suddenly I'm afraid of what might happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm still worried. It's a very real danger. I mean, not only for Fallon, but for the boy as well. Maybe we ought to think twice before we let Fallon.
Oh, good morning.
Hi.
You'd better let me see your license, young man. You're going the wrong way on a one-way carpet.
Randall, this is...
You don't have to tell me. You're LB, and you look just like your father.
You know who to look like?
Who?
My mommy.
I do?
My mommy's dead.
Oh, sweetheart. I tell you what, you and I could be best friends, okay?
I don't know your name.
It's Randall.
Okay, Randall, bye.
Blake, what a pleasant surprise.
Thank you. I was looking forward to seeing you again.
And you, Jeffrey Colby, how dare you have such an adorable son? Jeff, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Yes.
It's Katie, ma'am.
Come in, Katie.
What is it?
Cleaning up Miss Constance's room, I found this bracelet under her coffee table. I looked everywhere for her, but...
That's all right. I'll return it. Thank you, Katie. Arthur, it's Sable again. What you said about Connie being of sound mind, what if she weren't? Would this thing she's done still be binding? I see. First you have to prove mental incompetency. Fascinating. Thank you.
Why am I upset? Here, read the figures for yourself. Column A says there's increased oil production in the South China Sea. Column B says that your tankers can't handle it.
Blake, if you're pumping more oil out there than we agreed on, you'll just have to store the surplus in the mainland for a few months.
I don't pump oil to store it. Every second stored is money lost. My source also tells me that you don't have an exclusive right any longer with the Chinese to ship that oil.
Your source being Jeff Colby, huh?
That's not Jeff's style, and it's not mine, and you know it. You're not the only one with connections in Hong Kong. And I hear that Zach Powers now has a contract to ship whatever oil your fleet can't handle.
I'll be damned if I'll get into bed with Zach Powers.
You'll be damned if you don't. I want my oil shipped when it's pumped. No storage and no delays. And if it takes Zach Powers supertankers to do it, so be it.
You can't trust him, Blake. You know that.
He only did what you did, Jason. He tied up the Chinese. Now, you outfoxed me. He outfoxed both of us. You're going to have to learn to live with him, just the way I've learned to live with you. And I'd suggest you make it work for both of us. All right?
All right.
I'll see you at your party tonight.
Sharon, get me Zach Powers.
It's down the hall, second door on the right. Thank you.
Jeff?
Hi.
Hi. That's a big desk for a little boy.
It's my dad's.
I guess it would fit him better.
Who are you?
I'm your grandmother.
I got a grandmother, Alexis.
Well, guess what? You've got two grandmothers. Alexis and me. I'm Francesca. That way you can have twice as much fun and twice as much love.
Daddy, I got two grandmas.
Really?
Jeff, I stopped by on impulse. Let me take both of you to lunch. We can just sit down and relax and get to know one another better.
I promised LB that I'd take him to Disneyland today.
Well, that's wonderful. I've never been to Disneyland.
I'm sorry, Francesca, but I haven't spent enough time alone with LB, and today's just for the guys, right?
Right.
Right.
I understand. Well, you take good care of your daddy and hold his hand so he doesn't get lost, okay?
Okay.
Jessica, you should have told me you were stopping by.
I just came by to see Jeff. What are you doing?
I'll start it again when you're ready.
Thank you.
You know, Frankie, Jeff's just like the rest of us. Sometimes we're afraid to open up, afraid someone will find that vulnerable spot we all try so hard to hide. He'll come around. It's just a matter of time, believe me.
He thinks I didn't love him. He thinks I just abandoned him in Denver with Cecil. That's when I see the little boy in him, and that's when it hurts so much.
We are going to have lunch. It's a special day.
What's the occasion?
Well, it's a celebration of life. Please.
Garrett Boydston.
He's the one buying up the stock in your record company.
I just don't believe it.
My father and Colby Enterprises have nothing to do with it. Dominique, I gave you my word I'd find out who was behind it, but didn't promise you'd like it.
And I don't like it. But I do appreciate the information. You are a woman of your word, Monica. I like that. I'll take care of Garrett Boydston. In the meantime, let's talk about you.
Mother!
I'll be right back, darling.
It's good to be here with you, Frankie. My God, it's good to be alive. So good.
If you two go on meeting like this, I'm going to get jealous.
I wouldn't blame you, Sable. I was hoping to have lunch with Jeff, but he was busy. Luckily, Jason came to the rescue.
Yes, ever the gallant. That's my Jason. Now it's my turn to come to the rescue. Come on, Frankie, I'm going to buy you some clothes.
What for?
For my celebration party for Jason tonight. I was meant to be helping Monica with the planning, but I think you could do with my help more.
Oh, still dressing everyone. There's nothing wrong with my wardrobe.
Oh, let me help you choose something more fun.
Sable, the last time you helped me choose something more fun, it was polka dots and crinoline. But you're right. Tonight does call for something special. But I think I'll choose it myself. Thanks for lunch, Jason.
Anytime, Frankie.
As Bliss would say, ta-ta.
She always was touchy about her clothes.
Well, I've got to get back to work. Check.
Please, sit with me for a minute, Jason. We ought to talk about Constance.
Why? What's wrong?
Probably nothing, but I've been worried about her. Have you noticed how absent-minded she's been lately?
This necklace used to be mine. Where did I wear it? When? God, if only I could make the connection.
It's time to start making new memories, darling. Ones that belong to us. So close your eyes. This is why I was late.
Oh, Miles. It's breathtaking. But you didn't have to. I mean, don't think I'm not grateful. These aren't just jewels to me. They're part of my life. Who I am. Who I was. Don't you understand?
I do, darling, I do. But just for tonight. Wear these for me.
How can I be so selfish? Of course I'll wear them. Miles, I love you. God, how I love you.
Dominique, when are you reopening your club?
As soon as the renovation is completed.
Well, I hope it's very soon. Of all your clubs, Rome, Paris, I think the one here's the best.
Thank you very much. Maybe that's because it was the first.
Excuse me. May I have this dance?
Yes, of course you may. Will you excuse us?
Certainly.
For your information, I have already called a board of directors meeting, and we will buy back all the shares.
I won't fight it. Oh, please, you have to forgive me.
I'm on my very best behavior this evening, Garrett. That is the only reason I'm dancing with you at all.
I did it all in the name of love, my love.
Really? Most men I know send roses.
Well, I had to get you to L.A.
Get me to L.A.? What's so important about getting me to Los Angeles?
Making love works much better when you're holding someone close.
I'm glad that you've come around to my way of thinking.
You and I could never think the same way, Zach.
Well, in any case, we're partners on this deal.
Wrong again. We have an agreement. But any overages, your company's responsible.
Sounds good to me.
You got me this time, Zach. I'll grant you that. But just remember, you cross me, you walk in harm's way.
I saw you dancing with Garrett. Are things settled? Because if they're not, I'll see to it that they are.
No, it's all worked out. You really are something, Monica. I mean, you're a woman of your word.
Thanks. You'll be a great reference if and when I choose to look for a new challenge.
If you do decide to look for a new challenge, I think I have just the position for you.
Are you serious?
Totally. My business interests in Denver keep me away from my record company here in Los Angeles. And I really need someone I can trust.
Dominique, I don't know anything about the recording industry.
That doesn't matter. Neil Kittredge, my vice president here in Los Angeles, can teach you anything you need to know about the business. He is one of the most knowledgeable people in the business.
Then why don't you make him the director?
That's a very good question, Monica. I think I'll take you into my confidence. Neil is always on the hustle, waiting to pounce at the next good offer. I'm looking for loyalty. And if I'm right, I see in you a woman who wants to prove something. So you see, either way, I can't lose. What do you say? Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Okay.
Boss.
You look beautiful, darling. Even when you pout.
I love you, Daddy.
But
I love Sean, too. And I hate the fact that the two of you don't get along.
tonight we're celebrating, sweetheart. Forget about not getting along. Just be grateful.
For what? Why are we celebrating anyhow?
How about the joy of living?
I'd love to.
How did you guess that I wanted to dance with you?
I didn't guess. I felt it. Was I wrong?
My daughter, Fallon, the one I told you about, she was like a gypsy. She could look into my eyes and read what was on my mind. Shall we?
Is it possible? You are more beautiful than ever.
You can cut the act. For the museum, I found it flattering. Now I know it has more to do with Jason's business than Sable's allure.
Not true. I always mix business with pleasure. And I have an insatiable appetite for both, Sable Colby. Dance with me.
And endanger your relationship with my husband.
I doubt if he'd even notice us.
I hope you dance as well as you talk.
I've only seen you a few times, but I have that feeling as if I've known you all my life.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Do I know you?
Well, yes, of course you do. I'm Blake Carrington.
I mean, are you part of my past, Blake Carrington?
I'd be proud if I were.
Let's see a picture of the house I live in.
I'd love to, Elfie.
I found it under my dad's desk. See? That's me.
That's you. Elby, is this your house?
Sure, keep turning. That's my grandpa. Keep turning. That's me and my daddy. That's me and my mommy.
Oh my God.
Don't stop, there's more. See? I told you look like my mommy.
Hey, LB, I thought you were going to meet me outside. Irene! 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 Would you please take LB outside?
Oh, yes, of course, Mr. Colby.
These pictures.
Randall.
No, not Randall. Fallon. They're pictures of me. Miles!
Wait!
Miles! Miles!
I didn't plan this, Miles.
You knew about this, didn't you? Both of you.
Rundle.
No, it's Fallon!
She's mine, wife. Rundle! If anything happens to that girl, I swear to God I'll kill you.